Welcome to the Amy McManus Show on AM 1480 WLEA. You know, Rasmussen came out with their presidential tracking poll last week. Even though the president is on vacation, his disapproval numbers did hike up a little bit. 41% strongly disapprove of how he's performing. 29% are confident Congress knows what it's doing, and 57% would throw all of the legislators out and start all over again. This while the president is on vacation. That's from Rasmussen. Congressman Eric Massa had his town hall Thursday night. I attended. He's very informed. I learned a lot. I'd like to share with you some of the different talking points that are often touted as refuting the supposed disinformation that's out there. And I think sometimes the people who are so strongly in favor of single payer don't want to look at facts and get these talking points. But with just a little bit of research, most of these things can be debunked quite handily. One of the talking points is that nothing shall allow federal payments of affordability credits on behalf of individuals who are not lawfully present in the United States. A lot of people are touting that is the language, and that's in Section 246. That is saying that the health care reform will not apply to illegal aliens. However, this statement is meaningless in terms of actual coverage. All this is talking about is a subsidy. And the subsidy is found in Section 242, which gives vouchers to people earning between 133% of the official poverty level and 400% of that income level. So they'll still get the insurance, just not the vouchers. Furthermore, and I haven't seen this anywhere, I came across it while I was looking up some DOD stuff, which I'll share later. Tax on individuals that they want to implement, that tax that they'll put on people who refuse to buy health insurance. There are some people who do not have to pay that tax, and the people who do not have to pay that tax are non-resident aliens. What is a non-resident alien? According to the IRS, you are considered a non-resident alien for any period that you are neither a United States citizen nor a United States resident legal alien. Now, logic would say they're talking about those people who are here working on visas or green cards. But if you look at the wording, that certainly does cover illegal immigrants. Also, all you got to do is look at the amendments that were shot down. And that gives you an idea of what H.R. 3200 actually does. Case in point. The Republicans offered amendments to put specific wording in the bill that states no illegal immigrants will be covered with H.R. 3200. This amendment failed. The ranking Republican on the House Judiciary Committee, Lamar Smith, said, quote, the bill contains no provisions preventing illegal immigrants from participating in the health insurance exchange that is to be created, including the government-run public plan that will be available through the federally run and federally subsidized exchange. This is in direct conflict with the president's claim that illegal immigrants will not be insured under this plan, unquote. Another point, nowhere does the bill require verification of any eligibility. There's no requirement to show citizenship. There's no requirement to show your immigration status. Not in the Medicaid part, not in the health insurance exchange, not in the government-run option. Nothing. Nada. Nowhere. Another parroted defense, the supposed fact that the public option will not cover abortions. And the Hyde Amendment is often mentioned when people discuss this. The problem with this, and we'll get into the Hyde Amendment, although it doesn't really apply, but the Hyde Amendment restricts the use of federal funds for abortions in Health and Human Services programs, except for the woman's health, rape, or incest. But the loophole in that is that the term health is vague and can mean financial or emotional health. It's the dirty little secret of abortion providers. You know, wink, wink, little nod, yeah, the Hyde Amendment. Case in point, murdered abortionist George Tiller, who was able to perform abortions up through the 9th month, even though in his state it was supposed to be illegal. He used the word health to get around it. H.R. 3200 actually had no mention of abortion when it was introduced. So, there are congresspersons who are correct that when you hold up that document, you're not going to see any amendments on that document. However, an amendment was passed on July 30th, adopted by the House Energy and Commerce Committee, and it is called the CAPS Amendment. It was passed long after H.R. 3200 was introduced. And if you really want to know what the CAPS Amendment does, all you need to do is look it up on realitycheck.org, which is Planned Parenthood's website. And this is what Planned Parenthood says about the CAPS Amendment in H.R. 3200. Quote, in its ongoing markup of the Affordable Health Choices Act, the House Energy and Commerce Committee just passed an amendment offered by Congresswoman Louise Capps, Democrat, California, that appears to protect the ability of private insurance plans to provide coverage, abortion care, whether or not other aspects of the plan receive government subsidies. That's from Planned Parenthood saying that H.R. 3200 will cover abortions. The CAPS Amendment does contain a statement that prohibits the use of public money to pay for abortions except in the cases of rape, incest, and to save the life of the mother. But it still allows the public plan to cover all abortions so long as the plans take in private money in the form of premiums paid by individuals or their employers. The CAPS language also allows private plans purchased with federal subsidies, that's those affordability credits or vouchers for low-income families, to cover abortion. Now, that caption in the CAPS Amendment that does read, prohibition on use of public funds for abortion coverage. But this is deceiving, because if you read the operative clause that immediately follows that caption, you see that the prohibition applies only to that affordability credit. That is, it only applies to that specific type of public fund, the vouchers. There's nothing in the CAPS Amendment that prohibits the use of public abortions. If the CAPS Amendment actually contained a clause that said prohibits the use of public funds to pay for abortions, which it doesn't, then that would mean that the public option is not able to pay for any abortions at all. Because once that federal agency collects the premiums, those premiums are public funds. They go into a federal account and have to be paid out by a federal agency in accordance with federal statutes and federal regulations. They are public federal funds. According to Family Research Council Action President Tony Perkins, quote, it is being made clear to many that the health bills moving through Congress would fund abortion services and mandate coverage for abortion, jumping well beyond what current law allows and prohibits the funding or subsidizing of abortion. While many abortion proponents claimed we were incorrect in our conclusions, even the most strident deniers would have to agree that the amendment offered by Representative Capps puts the matter to rest. The CAPS measure would include both abortion coverage and in the public option and the private plans. They would be part of the bills. So you have two groups that are on complete opposing sides of the abortion issue. Planned Parenthood and the Family Research Council are both agreeing that H.R. 3200 will cover abortions.